Flexio. Flexio.
Này một màu đỏ như quả táo ngon ngọt, để mình vào lớp nhớ thật lâu hơn. Và màu xanh lá như lá của cây, để mình vào lớp tập trung không rời. Màu vàng tươi như ánh mặt trời, mình vào lớp sáng tạo vui chơi. Học mà vui thế này thì dẫu có hết ngày, ta vẫn người đồng minh thế đây. Học cùng color kids, color kids, color kids. Vui cùng color kids, color kids, sắc màu thông minh. Học cùng color kids, color kids, color kids. Vui cùng color kids, color kids, sắc màu thông minh. Học cùng color kids.
Hi guys! Wanna know something spectacular? Well, FlexOffice got your back. This is the Flex Correct Erasable Pen. Napakanipis at minimal ang kanyang disenyo guys. Bukod sa kanyang murang halaga, high quality pa din ang dala ng Flex Correct Pen based on my experience. So this is how the tip looks like. At tara, try natin siyang isulat sa papel. May dalawang parte ang eraser na nakalagay dito sa body ng Flex Correct Pen. Kaya try natin siyang i-erase. It's also cost-effective guys since one pen costs 30 pesos lang. So magagamit talaga ang value ng money mo kapag bibili ka ng Flex Correct Pen. Mabibili ito sa stores near your place or Shopee sa shop ng The Finest Stationery. Thank you!
Okay, good afternoon everyone. So, I can see is Miss L and Miss Gina, Ma'am Gina here with us this afternoon. I can see from our comments from our live viewers, si Edsel D. De La Cueva. So, good afternoon to you, sir, and Miss L and Ma'am Gina. Uan.
Uan Lauscher.
Okay, so to those who don't know what uan means, again, Ma'am Gina, what does uan means? Mean, sorry.
Good afternoon.
And of course, Miss L, what does lauscher mean?
Teacher.
Okay, so when we say uan lauscher, it means good afternoon, teachers. So once again, good afternoon, everyone, to our live viewers, and uan, Miss L, and Ma'am Gina. So I'd just like to inform everyone ahead of time or as early as now that I won't be able to share my video during the entire session because I'm currently not feeling well. So I think my face is not that presentable. So you might get distracted. Baka hindi kayo makafocus sa ating discussion due to my face. Excuse me. So I hope here in Davao we have a lot of cases because I think we're getting into the flu season, the viral flu. I hope everyone also is doing good and always keeping healthy and safe. So mahirap magkasakit ngayong panahon, especially during this pandemic. But rest assured guys that Lauscher is negative from COVID-19. Okay? So, ano lang siya, this is just like a normal flu lang. So, nothing to worry about. Kaya pa rin nating mag-discuss for our lesson. So, okay. New weekend. So, new learnings, new lesson tayo. But before we proceed to our new lesson, again and again, let's have a quick preview. Okay? So I will be sharing my screen. This is actually the topic or the lesson that we discussed last weekend. So medyo mahaba siya last weekend. That's why I would like to review them for this afternoon session before proceeding to another one kasi our lesson is quite easier lang siya, shorter lang siya. So, para at least, klaro muna ang lahat before proceeding or continuing to another lesson. So, I will be sharing my screen. Please do tell me if, yan. Is this visible? Miss L and Ma'am Gina, is this
Sure,
visible?
Lauscher.
Sure, sure, okay. So, again, pronoun singular, that is 代词. So, what we did last weekend, of course, this one. So, before that, this is very important. These three, actually, this one and this one, these are very important when we are trying to construct sentences in Chinese. Again, Miss L, kindly read this first character here. This is,
Sure.
which means,
Yes.
or,
Linking verbs.
okay, it has the usage of linking verbs. So what are the linking verbs again, Miss L?
These
Think.
are the
Yes. So, we have the is, pwede siya present, pwede din siya past, present plural, or pwede din tayo past tense na present and plural, was and were. But take note that if we ever construct sentences using the past tense na linking verb was and were, most of the time, we put specific time for us to emphasize that what we are talking about really happened in the past. So, example, in English, 2 years ago, I was a teacher. So, yun yung 2 years. Same goes with Chinese to emphasize that the sentence or the idea we're presenting a past one or past idea. Okay? And then, of course, how about the middle one? Ma'am Gina, kindly read that one. That is
Pu.
very good. Pu. So letter B, no hangin. And then it's letter P, fourth intonation. It's like you're mad, para kang galit. Pu. Now, what does pu mean, Miss Gina?
It means no or not.
Kung sa Tagalog pa, that is huwag. Okay? Huwag. Huwag mong galawin yan. Okay? And then, for our last, let's combine the two, but we have to put first the pu in front or before the sh. So, what are we going to have then? Ma'am Gina?
Pu, sure.
Okay.
Ay,
Remember, Ma'am
pu,
Gina,
sure.
yes, that is better. Pu is in second intonation. That's why para kang nagtatanong. Pu and then shi. So you might ask again, Lao Shi, bakit kapag yung pu alone, fourth intonation, and then yung pu naman sa push, naging second intonation siya. If pu, if the word after pu also has the same or fourth intonation din siya, just like here sa shi. Okay? If ang next word niya is fourth intonation as well, that's the time na we will change the intonation of pu from fourth to second. The rest, if after pu is in first intonation, in second intonation, or in third intonation, we will retain its original intonation or tone, which is fourth. But since shi here, we have it as fourth intonation, thus, yung pu natin, instead of using the fourth intonation, we use the second. So again, one more time, Miss L, how do we read this one?
Pu, sure.
Very good. Now, what do you mean by 不是? So, it means the usage of that is, of course, the linking verb plus not. Remember that our 不, it makes something negative. And of course, if we can see here, it means no or not. So, linking verb muna ang una before the not. Example, I'm not, is not, or isn't. Was not, or wasn't. Are not, aren't, or were not, weren't. So that is the meaning of 不是. Or, it can also mean no. Pwede din siya gamitin when you will reply no. Are we somehow clear on this, Miss L and Ma'am Gina?
Sure, Lao, sure.
True.
Okay. Now, of course, again, 代词. Pronouns first, we discuss the singulars, yung isang tao lang. So, we have me, which is you or ikaw. And we also, I also showed you kung paano siya to write properly. So, once again, Ma'am Gina, what is you or ikaw in Chinese?
Ni,
Okay, that's good. Next. So, again, that's how you write me properly. Now, let's proceed. What is I or me? Or in Tagalog, ako, Miss L,
Wo,
that is good. That is wu plus the sound of o, which is o. So, then third intonation, follow the direction of the third intonation. Wo, that is I or me. And then we also have he, I, she, or her. What is that in Chinese, Ma'am Gina?
ta,
Very good. So remember, look at the pinyin or the phonetics. It starts with letter T. Our T, the sound of T here, it's letter T with hangin. T, T plus A. Ta, and then first intonation, ta, prolong, it's like you're singing. So that is she and her. So please be familiar with its Chinese character. Why? Because our he or him also has the same phonetics or pinyin, which is also, Miss L, how do we read this?
他
Okay, but they only differ in the English meaning and the Chinese character. They are similar, but again, there's a very small difference on both character. So this is the she and this is the he. Let's be familiar with that. And then of course, paano naman if we're referring to an animal or a thing, non-living thing? We use this character, it means it, and still it has the same pinyin, which is also ta. So again, this character, ta, it means it. And we use this one to talk about animals or things, non-living things. Okay? Are we clear on the 代词 na singular, Miss L and Ma'am Gina?
Sure, 老师.
Miss L?
是老师
Okay. Now, of course, I taught you how to write all those characters using what? What is whiteboard again in Chinese, Ma'am Gina?
白板.
Very good. Now, Miss L, what is the Chinese for white?
嗨
Oh, walang hangin, it's letter B.
拜
Second
Bye.
intonation, it's like you're asking.
白
Better. How about the board?
板
Good. So if we put it together, we will have the Chinese term for whiteboard, which is, as what Mom Gina said a while ago, that is pai, pan. And then of course, what is the Chinese for pen or marker, Mom Gina?
B.
Mm,
B.
Okay, that is better. Always remember that our letter B, the sound of B here, it's not B as ball, but it takes the sound of letter P, P, without the air. P. One more time, Miss L. What is the Chinese for pen or marker?
笔
Okay, so if we put that one, what do we call a whiteboard marker then, Miss L?
拜拜白板笔
Okay, pai, pan, pi. Okay, so again, these are the materials that Lauscher used last weekend to teach you on the proper writing or step-by-step strokes of the 代词 or the pronouns, but of course, singular pa lang yun. Now, so, tapos na tayo nag-review. Now let's do this exercises, short exercises lang. Okay. Still the same as before. I want you to read first the given pinyin and then tell me which letter yung Chinese character niya. Would that be okay, Miss L? And Ma'am Gina?
Sure, 老师.
Okay, so let's wait for a while, because I want to ask. Uh, okay, never mind. I'll try to share that one again. So let's try. Let's start first with Miss L. How do you read the pinyin in number one? That is
你
ni. Okay. So as much as possible, okay, you can look at your notes, but better if you do not, so that you can gauge on how far you already learned something sa ating discussion last weekend. So again it's okay if you really can't or if you don't familiar or hindi pa kayo familiar sa mga tights or yung mga na-discuss natin before, but better if you try not looking so that ma-measure nyo kung asa na yung stock knowledge niyo. Okay? So of course, that is correct. Number one is ni. Which one is the character for ni, Miss L? Which letter?
letter C 老师
Okay, let's try to check. Okay, that is correct. Next, how about number two? Miss Gina?
Ta,
So, since we have three meanings for ta, I'm looking for the it. Which one could that be, Miss Gina?
letter H.
Okay, that is correct. Number three, Miss L.
我
Which letter?
letter F
Okay, that is correct. Mom Gina, it's your turn.
Ta,
Okay, now we're looking for the he. Which one is he? The character for he.
letter D.
Okay, good. Now, ikaw pa rin, Miss Gina. How about number five? Can we read number five?
Xiao,
Which letter?
letter A.
Okay. So, later we will discuss that one. And then number six, Miss L.
他
Which letter?
B
B. Okay. And then number seven, Miss L, ikaw pa rin.
是
Which letter?
letter E
Okay, letter E. And lastly, of course, Ma'am Gina, what is number eight?
Pu, sure.
Which means? Which letter?
Letter G.
Okay. Now, sige, again, remember ni, Ma'am Gina, what is the meaning of ni?
Sorry.
What is the meaning of ni?
You.
You in Tagalog, ikaw. How
Cow.
about wo, Miss L?
I
Or
or
me? Okay. And then sure is yes and also linking verbs. 不是 is no, or is not, was not, are not, were not, am not. So it's a linking verb plus not. So okay. And then the next one, let's try. Okay. So I ask you to prepare your notes on the topic common nouns. So sorry, let's try uh, translating. Sorry. Okay, I'll try to share again my screen. Let's try translating these simple sentences. Okay, here. I am a teacher. Let's start with Mom Gina. So, how do we translate this English simple sentence into Chinese? Let's start word per word. What is I, Miss Gina? That is
我
wo. Good. How about am?
sure.
Okay, because it's a linking verb. Now, to everyone who are listening, also Miss L and Miss Gina, our articles. What are articles? An, the. They don't have translation. So this all of the in Chinese, no translation for that. So we'll skip to the common noun. So what is teacher in Chinese, Ma'am Gina? That is?
老师
Okay, that is good. So kindly tell us again, one more time, Ma'am Gina. How do you say, I am a teacher in Chinese?
我是老师
That is really good. Thank you, 谢谢, Miss Gina, Ma'am Gina. Now, let's go to Miss L. Let's try to translate this. You are a student. So, what is you in Chinese?
你
Okay, correct. Me. And then, what is are?
是
Sure. Correct. Because are is also a linking verb, a plural one. And then let's proceed to student because again, here doesn't have a translation. What is student?
学生
Very good. You pronounce it correctly. That is 学生. And if you notice, our period, okay, in Chinese, we have this kind of period, okay? Yung parang maliit na circle talaga. It's not like the period we have in the English grammar, na yung dot. This one, yung circle siya na may space sa loob. That is the official or correct dot or period in Chinese. Next, Ma'am Gina, going back to you, he was a principal. Okay. Since this is a past tense na, let's try to put lang, ah, 2 years ago. So since we do not know yet how to translate that one in Chinese, maybe we can just, let's say this one in English muna. Ma'am Gina. Sige.
2 years ago, sure.
Okay, Miss Gina, wait for a while. Which ta should I be using? The first one or the second one?
The first one.
Okay, because we are talking about a boy. Next, was. It's a past singular linking verb, so that is
Sure.
sure. And of course, principal. What is principal in Chinese?
Xiao Zhang.
Okay, repeat after me. Xiao zhang.
Xiao Zhang.
Okay. So, again, that is principal in Chinese. So, 2 years ago, he was a principal. In Chinese, we can say, 2 years ago, 他是校长. Okay? And then last one, Miss L, she is a friend. How do we translate this one?
他
Okay, wait for a while. Which ta should I be using? The first or the second?
the second.
Okay, the second because we are referring to a she or a girl. Next, what is is?
是
Shi. Remember that is a singular present linking verb. And then, of course, what is friend in Chinese?
朋友
Oops, kindly recite that one properly.
朋
Okay,
朋
so what is the correct pronunciation? You're trying to pronounce this pinyin, right? Okay. So this is this
朋
one and okay, is that peng? Remember the sound of E. What is the sound of
朋
E?
朋
Okay, that is better. So once again, Miss L, what is friend in Chinese? That is
朋友
okay. Peng yo. One more time.
朋友
Okay. Again, if we ever find pinyin without intonation, such as yo, that is considered as neutral tone. It means we pronounce it normally and abruptly, very quick. Peng yo.
朋友
One more time, Miss L.
朋友
Okay, good. So kindly mute yourselves and just read after me. 我是老师。
我是老师
Okay. Miss L, kindly mute lang yourself and then so that also Miss Gina can follow as well. Then, 你是学生. 2 years ago, 他是校长. And lastly, 他是朋友. Okay. Are we good with this one, Miss L and Miss Gina?
Sure, Lao, sure.
Okay. So, Sir Edsel, are you still following us? You can type in your response, Sir Edsel. I hope you are following us and I hope you're learning something, okay? Next, okay. I think we can proceed na. So, here. Now, we already know how to read these first two characters, right? We already reviewed these two characters a while ago. So, Ma'am Gina, what is the first character? How do we read this?
他
Ta? Are you sure this is ta?
你
Okay, ni. Miss L, how do we read the second word?
跳
Good. Ni Tiao. So, itong apat na lang na characters ang kailangan natin malaman. Paano siya basahin? So, let's proceed. So, of course, that is Tiao. It means to call or to be called. To call, example, tinawag. Okay? And then, to be called, meron din siyang meaning na to be called. Example, this thing is called. Ganon. Ang tawag sa bagay na ito ay, meron siyang ganong usage. We'll get into more depth explanation on the usage of these two meanings later. So, we're done with Xiao. Next, this one. So, yun palang dalawang magkasunod na word. Okay? How do we read this one? Can you try, Ma'am Gina? What is the Chinese for what? Ma'am Gina?
神
Okay, how about the second one?
没
Okay, so remember the sound of letter E is E. So, plus it's
么
okay. Now, everyone who are here, listen to Lauscher. If we ever encounter pinyin, two consecutive or magkasunod na pinyin na merong N and M. If ever magkadikit ang N at saka ang M, we will not pronounce the letter N. So instead of reading this one as shen, silent natin ang N. Thus, Ma'am Gina, what will we get?
什么
Better. One more time, Ma'am Gina.
什么
A little bit faster. 什么?
什么
Miss L, your turn. What is what in Chinese, Miss L?
什么
Okay. So, as shown no below, it's the proper way of writing these two characters. So maybe I'll just teach you na lang the proper way. I will write this one with you tomorrow if ever okay na yung face ko. I can show my face na. So for the meantime, just look at this one. Maybe you can also try following lang. But tomorrow, I will be the one or I will write with you so that at least mas klaro siya. Okay? So, let's just proceed for a while. Okay lang ba, Miss L and Ma'am Gina?
是老师
是老师
Okay. So, again, please always have with you the Chinese writing paper because from time to time, I might be teaching the proper way of writing characters. Understood?
是老师
Okay. So, again, what in Chinese is 什么, silent ang N. Next, how about this one, Miss L? Kindly try reading these two characters. We're character per character tayo. Let's start first with the first one. How do you read this?
您
Good. How about the second one?
去
Okay. Again, I, if it is partnered with Z, C, or S, the sound of I here will no longer be E, but instead it will be E. So instead of T, this is T.
这
Kindly, okay. So, Chinese, the name or the translation for name, the word name in Chinese, that is Ming Zi. One more time, Miss L.
名字
A little bit faster. 名字.
名字
No, 名字.
名字
Better. Remember its second intonation, so para kang nagtatanong. 名字. 名字. One more time, Miss L.
名字
Better. Ma'am Gina, can you repeat that one? What is the Chinese for the word name?
名字
Okay. 名字. So, let's try to decipher kung ano yung question na pinakita ko kanina. Okay. Let's have this one muna ha. Kanina 'di ba, the tiyaw here, it says it has two meanings. Isa is to call, ang isa naman is to be called. So, paano natin gamitin and when are we going to use the meaning to call or to be called? Okay. So, if we just have two nouns and then the tiao is in between, the first noun and the second noun, and then tiao in between. The usage of the tiao here then, the meaning of that is to call. It's the verb. Okay, example. First one is 老师. This is our noun one. And Qiao in the middle, and me is our noun 2. So, ano ba ang meaning ng 老师, Miss L?
teacher
Teacher. Then, of course, we said that since Qiao is in between two nouns, the meaning of Qiao here is to call. And Ma'am Gina, what do you mean by me?
you
You. Okay. So if you try to analyze, again, interpretation and translation are two different things. We don't always get its literal translation to interpret a sentence or a question. We have to analyze and we have, if ever we're going to translate it to English, we have to consider the correct grammar in the English language. So, Ma'am Gina, sa tingin mo, 老师教你, ano kaya ang proper English translation niyan?
the teacher is calling you or the teacher calls you.
Okay, the teacher calls you. Okay, yan ang tama. So, verb ang gamit ng tiyaw if ever it's in between two nouns. Are we clear on this, Miss L and Ma'am Gina?
sure
Sure,
老
now, sure.
Okay. Now, sige. Another example. Kindly, okay, I'll escape. Can you still see? Can you still see the screen that I'm sharing?
是老师
Okay. So, uh let's have another example. Okay? I will no longer be writing the pinyin because the words that I will be using tapos na tayo. We already discussed them na. So, what if Lausher ang gamitin ni Lausher na sentence is okay. Sige nga, Miss L, can you try reading the given sentence? What is the first two sentence here? How do we read this one? We're done with this. You can look at your notes sa common nouns. Miss L, how do we read this character? Miss
See?
L? We can't hear you, Miss L.
Lao Jiang. Lao.
Hmm? Lao? Is that Lao? What is principal in Chinese?
Xiao Jiang.
Fourth
Xiao.
and third intonation. Xiao zhang.
Xiao Zhang.
And then the next one is,
Tiao.
then the last one is,
Lao Shi.
one more time, kindly read the sentence given.
Xiao Zhang. Tiao Lao Shi.
Okay, so, Ma'am Gina, sa tingin mo, how do we translate this one in English?
Principal is calling teacher.
Or pwede din, the principal calls teacher
Calls
or
teacher.
tinawag, tinatawag siya. Okay? So that's another example. Now, let's proceed to another usage of this tiao. Okay, where are we na? Dito na tayo. Paano naman kapag ganito? Two nouns pa rin, pero sa pinakahuli, meron tayong name. And when I say name, pangalan talaga siya ng isang tao. Danielle, or Gina, Edsel, Tin, Tommy, those are the names that I'm referring to. So, it also means to call. Example, kindly read this one, Miss Gina. Kindly read the given sentence, the given Chinese sentence.
我叫他当先生。
One more time. That is correct na. One more time.
我叫他当先生。
Okay. 我叫他Dan先生. We all know that 我 means, Miss L, what does 我 mean?
I. Or me.
Or me. Paano naman itong ta? Anong meaning ng ta dito? Look at the character.
He.
Okay, good. He or him. And then of course, ano nga ulit ang meaning ng siyensyong, Miss L?
Mr.
Mister. So if we're going to translate it to English, Miss L, what do we have?
I call him Mr. Tan.
Very good. I call him Mr. Tan. Okay ba? Any questions with this, Miss L and Ma'am Gina?
None na po.
None
Pusher.
so far? No, you
Yes.
cannot say pusher ha if that's the case. Kasi hindi man, none in Chinese is not pusher. Okay? So I will tell you if we still have time later kung ano yung tamang term if ever na yes or none or meron o wala ang sagot niyo. I will teach you that one later. Okay, let's proceed. So, tapos na tayo sa tukol. Next. Okay. Paano naman kapag ang tiyaw is directly followed by the name? Wala na siyang isa pang noun. So, ang usage niya dyan is to be called na ang meaning niya. Again, if the tiyaw is followed directly by a name, so pangalan talaga, L, Gina, Edsel, and everything. Those are proper names, okay? So, example. Kindly read this one, Miss L.
他跳
Xiao,
may
it's fourth intonation.
跳
Good.
may 小追
Qie,
追
xiao qie,
小姐
xiao jie.
小姐
One more time, Miss L, can you read the given Chinese sentence?
小姐
No, the sentence, the whole sentence.
她巧
Qiao.
巧搭叉她巧美小小姐
Xiao jie.
小姐
Follow the intonation. Okay. Good, 谢谢, Miss L. How about you, Miss Gina? Ma'am Gina, I want to hear you read this sentence. Kindly try.
他叫美小姐。
Okay. Again, this character, it's qiao. Remember, fourth intonation. Qiao. Ta qiao. Kindly follow, Ma'am Gina.
他叫
Mei xiao jie. These both pinyin are in third intonation. So please follow the direction of the intonation. Xiao jie.
小姐。
One more time, Miss Gina, kindly read the given sentence.
他叫美小姐。
Okay, again, I hope you practice that one. I already gave you the, it's okay. I already gave you the PDF file on this. So just practice lang. Okay? Practice this one. Yung oral natin pronunciation. Okay. So, paano siya i-translate? So, ito na yung pattern niya on. Noun 1 is ta, then followed by qiao. And then, name. Mei. Okay? Xiao jie. So, paano ba siya dapat or tamang pag-translate? So, of course, ta is she or her. Qiao, of course, is to be called. Then, Mei Xiao Jie. Sa tingin nyo, tama ba or is it correct grammar if I say she to be called Miss May? Tama ba yun siya, Miss L and Ma'am Gina? Is that correct grammar?
no po
Okay, that is not correct grammar. So, on that note, instead of literally getting the literal translation or meaning for Qiao, which is to be called, we can say that Ta Qiao. It has the meaning of her name is. Again ha, kapag one noun followed by a Qiao and then directly followed by a person's name, itong noun at saka Qiao, it has the translation of course, whatever the noun is, and then name is Miss May. Okay? So, ta qiao mei xiao qie. Instead of saying she or her to be called Miss May, we can say her name is Miss May. Okay? That is the translation of the simple sentence. Okay, let's have another one. Yan. So, kanina, sabi ko, tapos na tayo sa ta qiao, sabi natin na ang ta qiao is her name is. Paano naman kapag, ito, kindly read this one, Ma'am Gina.
我叫
Very good. What is the
我叫
meaning of wo ulit, Ma'am Gina?
I or me.
Oh, good. Ang qiao natin is
Name.
name?
To call is to call or to be called.
Okay. Now, sa tingin mo, Ma'am Gina, tama ba na sabihin natin na I to be called or me to be called? Tama ba siya? Is it
Hindi
correct?
maganda pakinggan.
Yes, no? It's very weird to parang pakinggan siya. Very weird siya pakinggan. So, sa tingin mo, Miss Gina, pag sinabi kong wo qiao lao shi tin, ano kaya ang proper translation nun? Wo qiao lao shi tin.
My
So, lao,
name
sige, continue.
My name is Teacher Tin.
Okay, that is correct. So, instead of saying I to be called, we can say that 我叫 if again followed by a proper name. It has the translation of my name is. Ganon ang kaniyang tamang translation. Again, translating and interpreting one thing to another, they are two different things. Okay? Hindi natin kailangan kunin yung literal meaning of each word. We also have to analyze for us to get the correct translation or thought of the sentence. Let's have another one, Miss L. Kindly read the next one. Miss L?
你叫
Okay. What do you mean by me again, Miss L? That is
you
you or Tagalog, ikaw. Tama ba na you to be called? Tama ba yun siya, Miss L?
hindi po.
So sa tingin mo, paano kapag sabihin ko, ni Chiao, Miss L? Ano kaya ang ibig sabihin nun?
Your name is
Okay. Your name is Miss L. We always have to remember that one, ha? And then how about this one? Last one. Ma'am Gina, let's go back to you. Kindly read first.
Ha Tiao.
Good. What is ta here again? What's the meaning of ta here?
He
Okay, he or him. Sa tingin mo, Ma'am Gina, what is the correct translation for ta chiao?
his name is.
Okay, that is good. Ay, sorry. Mali yan. Dapat his name is yan siya. Okay? So I hope you get the gist or the thought of this, the three. Okay? Again, yan ang kanyang proper translation. So I would like to check lang muna yung mga nasa live streamers natin. Okay. Okay, I cannot understand this one comment ni Cecilia. That is vow rent. What is that? Okay, so I hope our live viewers, you're still following us. It's really hard, no, if ever you weren't around during our first few mga sessions starting last week and last week. So kasi tuloy-tuloy kasi itong discussions namin. Well, anyways, if you want to have a copy of the discussions that we have sa mga previous lesson, you can always go to the Facebook page of FlexOffice Philippines and you can message them. Try to ask them, can we have the material or the teaching material that the teacher used during the discussion, and then maybe they can give it to you. Okay, para at least you can study that one kung ano yung mga na-miss nyo. Okay, now let's continue. So, we're done with this one. So, let's go back doon sa question natin kanina. Ma'am, Miss L, kindly read the question.
你叫是没
Me, what's the sound of E?
么
Good. 什么
是什么
什么 again silent N. 什么
什么
Next one is
名
字
字
名字
名字
Okay. Ma'am Gina, your turn. Kindly read the question.
你朝
Tiao.
跳，你朝跳什么名字？
Okay. So, kindly mute lang yourselves and read or follow me. Ni tiao. 什么名字? Okay, so if we get their literal meaning, each word, 你 means you, 叫 to be called, 什么 is what, and 名字 is name. Tama ba? Did we already discuss this one, Miss L and Mom Gina?
是老师
Okay.
是老师
Okay. So, yan daw yung tanong natin. So, does it make sense if we're going to translate it as you to be called what name? Tama ba yun? Maganda ba yun pakinggan, Miss L and Mom Gina? Tama ba na
，no
grammar
老
yun?
师
No, no? So, ano siya? 不是. You can use 不是 na kasi hindi naman siya wala ang ano niya eh. So, 不是, 'di ba? Hindi siya maganda pakinggan. So, ang proper translation for this question is, what is your name? So, itong 叫什么名字, what is the nouns? You will refer or you will base kung anong noun ang ginamit niya dito and then name. So, since it's parang awkward to have it, what is your name? Maganda ba yung pakinggan, Miss L? What is your name? Tama ba yun?
Hindi po.
Okay. So again ha, analyze before translating it to English. Always remember and consider the correct grammar. So it means that itong 你叫什么名字? The proper translation of it is, what is your name? So of course, if we're going to answer it in English, example for me, if I am to be asked, what is your name? My response is, my name is Christine. So, since we have here, my name is, remember, ano yon? So, 'di ba? My name is, in Chinese, Ma'am Gina, what is that again?
我叫
Oh, good. And then, Christine.
Christine.
So, sige, ganito tayo ha. Let's have a short activity. So, Miss Gina, you ask me this question, then I will respond, and then I will ask ask again the same question to Miss L, and she will respond, and then Miss L, you ask the same question to Ma'am Gina, and Ma'am Gina will respond. So parang batuhan tayo ng same question so that we have the chance to answer and ask that question. Would that be all right, Miss L and Ma'am Gina?
是老
是老
师
师
Okay, so Ma'am Gina, can you try asking me? Start by asking me the question.
你叫什么名字？
Qiao ha, please be mindful of this. This is Qiao. Remember that G
叫
is TS. Qiao. 你
叫
叫什么名字?
名字？
One more time, Ma'am
你
Jinan.
你叫什么名字？
That's 字
字
名字.
名字？
One last time.
你叫什么名字？
我叫老师 Christine. Now, Miss L, prepare. I will ask you, 你叫什么名字? How are you going to respond to that, Miss L?
我叫学生
Hmm?
几年 student
Remember? No, remember, if we're going to use 我叫, it's always your name after that. Remember, I'm asking for the name. I'm not asking for your occupation or so whatever. Okay? One more time, Miss L. 你叫什么名字? What is your name? How do you answer that?
Daniel, 我叫
Ha, ito ang format natin. This is our format. 'Di ba? Just like in English, my name is Daniel. Remember, what is my name is in Chinese? 我叫. So, ayan na, oh, this is the answer, the format of the answer. My name is always 我叫, and then followed by your name. So, one last time. 你叫什么名字?
我叫 Daniel.
Very good. That is the correct answer. Now, this time, kindly ask the same question to Ma'am Gina.
你叫什么名字？
名字
字名字
我叫 Gina
叫
跳 Gina.
Okay, one last time, Miss L, ask the same question and Ma'am Gina respond.
你叫什么名字？
名字, look at the
名字
intonation.
名字
Okay, Ma'am Gina.
我叫 Gina.
Okay, 我叫 Gina. Any questions? So yan yun ha. This is the format or this is the question that you're going to ask if you're asking for someone's name. Understood?
Sure, Lao, sure.
Okay, let's try this one. Ayan, ito. Let's try this. Kindly read this one, Miss L. We're using different noun na ha. We're using different noun. Kindly read, Miss L. How do we read this character?
你
Is this me?
我
Okay, that is 我. Don't get confused. One more time, Miss L. Kindly read.
我
Continue.
我叫什么名字？
Good. So we're using 我. Ano nga ulit meaning ng 我?
You
Huh?
I
I or me. So
me
sa tingin mo, Miss L, ano yung correct translation of this question? 我叫什么名字? Anong ibig sabihin ng sentence na to? Remember, we're using the noun 我.
Your name is L.
Hmm,
What
I'm
is
asked. Sige, go. What is?
what is your name?
What is your name? Remember, this is what is
What
your name. Look at the noun that we're using. 我, sabi mo, this is I or me. So, tama ba na sabihin natin, what is I name?
what is my name?
Okay, that is correct. What is my name? One more time, Ma'am Gina, how do you ask what is my name in Chinese?
我叫什么名字?
Good. 我叫什么名字? Now, our response in English, if you're asked with this question, your name is L. So, Ma'am Gina, sa tingin mo in Chinese, ano dapat ang kanyang translation? Your name is.
你叫
Okay, that's it. Since we're using the your, the closer translation or nung na-discuss na natin in Chinese, that is ni Qiao L. Your name is L. Okay? This time, same thing ang gawin natin. I will ask L, you ask Miss Gina, you ask me. This question, ha? The question, this time around. Tapos na tayo sa ni Qiao siya mamingzi. Now we're down to what is my name? You're asking somebody for your name. Ito yung ginagamit mo if ever you want to check, o kilala mo ba ako? Do you know what is my name? Ganon, okay, na question. Sige. Miss L, prepare. I will ask you. Sige. Miss L, 我叫什么名字 How will you respond?
你叫 L
Huh? Me? Remember? Oh, your name. So my name is L? Is my name L? Miss L?
我
Tama na yung kanina. Ni
我
Chiao. Pero ano ang pangalan ko? I'm asking for my name. So you should be saying my name.
老
Yes. One more time. I'll ask you again, ha? Miss L, 我我叫什么名字 How are you going to respond?
你你叫老师丁
老师丁
老师
Very good. Okay? Kasi again, Miss L, we're asking man. My question is, 我叫什么名字 In English, that is, what is my name? So, dapat ang answer mo should also accord with the question. Understood na ba, Miss L?
是老师
Okay. This time, you ask that question to Mom Gina.
我叫什么名字？名
名字
字名字
名字
名字
Okay. One more time. Ask the question. Miss L? One
我
more
我叫什么名？
字。
我叫什么名字？
Good. That is
名
better.
字
Ma'am, tama na yung kanina. Fourth intonation, para kang galit.
名字
Yan. That is good. So, Ma'am Gina, how will you respond to Miss L's question?
你叫 L
Qiao.
跳你叫 L
One more time, Miss L. Ask Ma'am Gina and Ma'am Gina respond. Start.
我叫什么名字？
你叫 L
Qiao. Ow. Qiao.
跳
Yes. Kasi
你
may I
叫
siya.
L
Okay, good. So, your turn, Ma'am Gina.
我叫什么名字
Okay. So, ang sagot ko, ni Chiao, Ma'am Gina. Kasi you're asking for your name eh. Nakuha na ba ito, Miss L and Miss Gina?
是老师
Okay, I'll ask you the two question. Okay? Sige, let's try. Ma'am Gina, 我叫什么名字
你叫店老师店
Okay, another question. 你叫什么名字
我叫 Gina
Okay. Ask the two questions to Miss L. Whichever, kung kanong gusto mo unahin, kahit ano po.
我叫什么名字
你叫 Ma'am Gina
Good.
你叫什么名字
我叫 L
Okay. Again, Ma'am Gina, that is tiyaw ha.
Tiao.
Remember na may I po tayo. So that is tiyaw.
Tiao.
Okay,
Tiao.
Miss L. Okay, ikaw na lang. You ask na lang the two questions to Ma'am Gina.
我叫什么名字？名字，
什么
什么名字？
名字？
名字，
Yan. One more time. Again.
我叫什么名字？
Ma'am
你
Gina.
叫 L。
Okay, the next question, Miss L.
你叫什么名字？
我叫 Gina。
Okay. Nakuha na ba natin? Are we good?
是老师。
是老
Okay.
师。
So that is the common, okay? That is the common question na itatanong natin. Of course, 'di ba? If you don't know someone, then that's the proper or appropriate questions na i-ask natin doon sa tawag nito, doon sa kausap natin. So you already know the format. So again, 叫什么名字? They always go together. Ang mag-change lang is yung noun niya. The very first character. Understood na ba tayo?
是老师。
是老师。
Okay. Sige. One more time. Kasi I want you to really get a good understanding of this one. Okay. Paano kapag ganito? Wait lang ha. Okay. I'm sharing you again my screen. Okay. Here. Yan. Kindly read Mom Gina. The first question. Mom Gina?
他叫什么名字？名
Good.
字
Tama. So, Miss L, sa tingin mo, anong meaning niyang question na yan?
His name is. What
The-
is his name? What is his
Okay. Okay, good. Kindly wait for excuse me. Excuse me for a while. Okay. I'm sorry for that. Okay. Now let's continue. That is good. That is good. So tama no ang translation mo, Miss L. So again, Miss L, I want to hear you. Your turn this time. Your turn this time. How do you ask what is his name in Chinese?
他叫什么名字？
Okay. Look at the intonation. Please read it properly. Fourth intonation.
他叫什
Palangalit.
么
Qiao.
叫？
Next.
他叫什么名字？
Okay, that is good. Now, ikaw, Miss L, how do you say his name is Tommy? How do we say that in Chinese?
他叫 Tommy。
Read it properly. Tama na yan siya. That is really good, Miss L. Just read it properly. Always, don't forget that qiao is fourth. Qiao. Ta qiao.
他跳 Tommy.
Your turn, Ma'am Gina. How do you say his name is Tommy?
他叫 Tommy.
First intonation po ang ta natin. So kindly read it properly.
他叫 Tommy.
Better. That's it. So please do practice kasi ito yung basic natin na mga questions. Okay? Yan yung usually ginagamit natin. If we're meeting someone, especially if they are Chinese, you can ask that one. 你叫什么名字? Again, the meaning of that is, what is your name? Are we good on this, Miss Gina and Ma'am L?
Sure, Lao, sure.
Okay, good. Now, so let's proceed to our new lesson. Introduction to siya sa new lesson natin. I hope no that you get a good ano na talaga understanding of that kasi para tuloy-tuloy na tayo. Once you are familiar with that sentence pattern or the usage of that simple question, then I think we can tuloy-tuloy na yung progress natin. Okay? So, now, for our new lesson, so since we're done with the 代词 na singular, let's proceed to the plural. Okay? So, plural na naman tayo. So, it means, ito na yung mga we, us, our, your, mga ganon na plural. Their or them. So, first natin yan, to make the singular pronoun plural, we will only add one word or one character. And that is, kindly read this one, Ma'am Gina.
Man,
Okay, that is correct. Again, how do you read this character?
man,
Okay, one more time, your turn, Miss L.
Man,
Oh, neutral tone, so no intonation.
man,
Man, man.
man,
Yan.
man.
So, ito lang yung i-add natin sa mga singular natin na pronouns. For example, okay, we have here the singular. We're done discussing this one, right? Tama ba sila, sure? Tapos na tayo dito. Tama ba?
是老师
Okay. Now, so, Miss L, let's try with you. Let's start with you. How do we read this character?
我
Wo. Okay. Anong
我
meaning ng wo? Singular. That is, I or me. Now, paano if we're going to have we or us? Plural na siya. So, to make it plural, we have to add man to the singular pronouns natin. So, this is the singular and we just have to add man. Thus, the Chinese for us or we, Miss L, is
我
ano? Us or we. Plural na tayo. So, kailangan mong i-add yung man. So, what is the Chinese for us or we?
我们
Very good. That is woman. Kindly repeat that, Miss L.
我们
That is not wo. Kasi o kasi, di ba? W-O. Woman.
我们
No intonation ang man.
我
Woman.
我们我们
Faster. Yan, that is better. One more time, what is us or we?
我们
Okay, pwede na. How about Ma'am Gina? What is this character?
ni,
Good. That is singular and it means ikaw, you. Now, paano
you.
naman if we have it you as plural. Okay, kasi 'di ba sa English, you are or you are my students. So it means yung you natin, it's plural because of the predicate na students. It makes it plural. So, Ma'am Gina, what is the Chinese now for you na plural?
你们
Okay. 你们. Can you repeat that?
你们
Good. Next. Ito. Lausher, ano man ang difference nilang dalawa? Okay? Both of them actually have the same meaning of they or them. Okay? Pero, since, if we're going to use this ta, it means that we're referring to a group of all girls. Girls lang siya lahat. If we're going to use this ta, okay? Pero, if we are referring to a group na mixture na my girls, my boys, then we can have this, we can use this ta. So, Miss L, what is they or them na mixture of girls and boys?
girls
My girl and boy na siya. Just add man. What do we have? Miss L, how do we read this word?
他们
Very good. Taman. Again, this taman that we are using, if we're going to use the he or him na ta, then plus man, it means we're referring to a group of girls and boys. Mixture na siya. However, if we're only referring to a group of all girls, lahat sila babae. Okay? Thus, we will use the taman na he or ay the she or her. Yan siya. That is the difference of these two. Okay? Pag we're going to use the he or him na ta plus man, plural, pronoun, it means a group of girls and boys. But if we're going to use the she or her na ta, taman, plural pronouns, it means we're referring to a group of all girls. Again, Miss Gina, what is that one word na i-add natin sa singular to make it plural?
们
Okay. Now, let's try to do this before we end. Okay, before we end our class. Short lang translation. Okay. Here, we are teachers. Okay. Sige, what is we again, Ma'am Gina?
woman
Okay, woman. How about ang are?
sure
Good. What is teacher?
老师
Okay. Now here, you might ask, Lao sure, plural din ba? Lalagyan din ba natin ng man itong Lao sure kasi teachers? No. No need. Why? Because dito na tayo magbe-base sa noun. Okay? Since we're already using man dito sa noun, it's already understood na marami sila na teacher para hindi siya redundant. Understood?
sure 老师
Miss L?
是老师
Okay, Miss L, your turn for the second sentence. They are students. And take note, I'm referring to all girls.
你们
They. 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 I'm referring to they. All
他们
Okay, wait. Sige. Choose. Which one na common? The first one or the second one?
The second one.
Okay, good. Since we are referring to all girls, thus we use the she or her, not ha. And then of course, ang R natin is
Shirt.
good. And then ang students,
学生. 学生.
syesheng. Okay. Lalagyan ba natin ng man, Miss L? Are we going to add man sa syesheng? Kasi students?
No na po.
No na, kasi we already have man sa noun. Now, your turn again, Miss, I'm Ma'am Gina. You are classmates.
你们是
Sure.
同学
Read that one
同
properly.
学
同学.
同学
One more time. You are classmates. You are classmates. Ma'am Gina, in Chinese, that is
你们是同学
not shui, shue,
学
tong
学
shue.
同学
Okay. Next, last one, Miss L. They are colleagues. So, I did not refer here na all girls. So, it means mixture na siguro sila. So, what will we have here for the translation?
他们.
Okay. Which
他
tha ang gamitin natin? The tha na girl or the tha na boy?
yung first one. The 他. Yung
Okay, good. The boy. And then, ang R is?
是
Okay, good. And then, colleagues?
同事.
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 Okay. So, let's repeat all the Chinese translation sentences. Kindly mute yourselves and just follow Lao Shi. One more time. We are teachers. 我们是老师. They are students, all girls. 他们是学生. You are classmates. 你们是同学. And lastly, they are colleagues. 他们是同事. Did you follow, 老师?
Yes, 老师.
Okay,
Sure, 老
that is
师
good. So, any questions? Meron ba o wala? None? Okay. So, quick na lang para at least alam nyo kung ano yung yes or wala. Meron o wala in Chinese. I will teach you na lang. It will take a few minutes lang man din. I will add it to my slide. The recent slide that we had sa new topic. Okay? Kindly take note. Again, I will send you a file of this one sa January 22 natin na topic. Okay. So, this one, can you see?
Sure, 老
Kita niyo
师
ba? Okay. So, kindly wait for a while. Okay. This one, the pinyin for this, or this is read as. Can you try reading this one, Miss L? How do you read?
有
Good. It means meron. Okay? Or has or have. Okay? That is has or have. Has or have. Kung sa Tagalog pa, that is meron. Okay? Now, let's go naman to its opposite, sorry. Opposite natin. Okay? Ano ang opposite ng yo? So, Miss Ma'am Gina, kindly read with me. Okay, we already know that the second word is yo. Now, the first word naman, that is, how do you read
五
this one?
哎没
So what
May,
is
yo. May, yo.
good? That is better. One more time.
May, yo.
Okay. Mayo is the opposite of yo. That means that the meaning for that is has not or have not. Okay? Hasn't or haven't. Or, pwede din siya sa Tagalog, hasn't, pwede siya sa Tagalog, wala. Kung sa
Wala.
English pa, that is none. So if ever I ask you, Miss L, Ma'am Gina, do you have any questions? If you have question, how are you going to answer?
May, yo. Lao,
If you
sure.
have, if you have
Ah,
questions, how are you going to answer?
yo, lao, sure.
Miss L, paano naman kapag you don't have any questions niya? Kasi na-understand you na. How are you going to respond?
May 没有老师
Okay. A little bit fast ha. Mayo.
没有
Yan. So let's try to i-lesson na natin yung mag-put tayo ng pause when reading the second word. So wag na yung may, yo. Let's put a closer gap to the both characters. May, yo. One more time, Miss L.
没有
Ma'am Gina.
May, yo.
Okay, so again, before we end our class, Miss L, Ma'am Gina, do you have any questions?
没有
May, yo, lao, sure.
Okay, so once once again, Uan, good afternoon, and Tuay Puchi, sorry kasi I wasn't able to share my face, and of course, she is here for giving us your time this afternoon for our class. So are there any more questions? Okay, so I guess Neo na no? No more questions. And to those who are just in our comment section, live viewers, I hope no, if you're really that interested with this free course natin, please go to the FB page of Flex Office. And then I hope from today and until sa ating last session, you will be able to follow us para wholesome yung matutunan nyo na Chinese, hindi yung putol-putol. Kasi it's very hard for you to start right now without having our sessions or previous lessons kasi connected ito lahat. Is that correct, Miss L, Ma'am Gina?
Sure, lao, sure.
Okay, see? So, again, she is here for your time this afternoon, and I'll see you again tomorrow. So, have a great day ahead. 再见，谢谢.
Xie, lao, sure.
Okay, what is
谢谢老
goodbye? What is goodbye?
对不起
No, 对不起 is I'm sorry. What is goodbye? 再见.
再见.
再见
Okay. Okay,
再见.
再见. 谢谢. You may leave na. See you tomorrow. 再见.
Xie.
Okay.